What's up, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and if this is your first time watching, this is my testimony video where I talk about things that goes on in my life. It's basically my confession, my diary that I'm sharing with my Team Scotty people or people that just now tuning in. So let's just get right into it. I don't want it to be long and drawn out. I've been meaning to make this video for weeks, but work has gotten in the way, and I have to work today actually. But since I'm up, I decided to just go ahead and do the video since it's been on my mind, and I just want to do it. And let's just get into it. On my mom's side, I am the oldest of 3 kids. It's me, then it's my sister, and then it's my youngest brother. And I also have other siblings on my father's side. I have 2 brothers and 2 other sisters on my father's side. But this particular brother is my youngest one. He's 14. He'll be 15 next month. And I will say this. Me and my youngest brother have a fabulous, fantastic, close-knit relationship. We always have had that. It's crazy that we bonded. We have bonded the way that we have. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because I was the face that he saw all the time growing up. Like when he was growing up, I didn't have a job, so I would be the one to babysit him and keep him and feed him and watch him and take him to school and do all sorts of things all the time because I wasn't working. I didn't have shit else to do, so that was my responsibility. And it was like that for a long time. Even when I was in high school or whatever, I used to watch over him. Even in middle school, I used to watch him. Like when my mom was at work, I was like in the 7th or the 8th grade. He was like 2 and 3 years old. I have to watch him, make sure he eat, sure his diapers was changed and everything like that. Practically a secondary caregiver for him whenever his parents were at work. And it just amazes me how much he's grown over the past few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's 14, and 14 years ago, I never would have thought that, 14 years ago, I really wasn't thinking about my little brother going to high school and being interested in girls and all that type of shit. Being into music and everything like that, being into video games, being into TV shows and all sorts of stuff. And my little brother is very smart and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying it because that's my brother. I mean, he is on the principal list and honor roll and all sorts of stuff, so he is smart. The things that my brother likes, he's into comedy. He likes Cat Williams and Lil Duval and people like that, Kevin Hart, that sort of thing. He loves Comedy Central. He's one of the only teenagers I know that keeps the TV on Comedy Central. He doesn't watch nothing but Comedy Central. Then, you know what I'm saying? If he watch a reality show, it's because I watch it. You know what I'm saying? He'll watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just because I watch it. He hates Black Ink Crew. He would never watch that. But Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he loves that show. And that's because I watch it. The Game, he loves that show just because I watch it. Living Single, that's a show that was out long before his time. It was barely in my time. You know what I'm saying? I was like 4 years old when that show came out. But because I watch it so much, he likes it. You know what I'm saying? He got his own taste of music. Of course, he likes the Drakes and the Lil Waynes and the Chris Browns and, most of the male hip hop like that, YG, Big Sean, shit like that. That's the type of stuff he likes to listen to. And we're so much alike, but so different. The difference between me and him is that he can hold his own. He got his own mind, and he would never let nobody fuck with him the way I let people fuck with me, or let people dictate him the way I let people dictate me. You know what I'm saying? He's very open-minded to be so young. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, when I first came out as a gay man, it was already bad enough that I had to come out to my mama and my sister, the 2 people that I really just knew right off the bat wasn't gonna really be that accepting of it. My mama was, not like I explained in a prior video, my mother wasn't too keen on it at first because, because of the background she was in, you know what I'm saying? She was raised up in a And you know, she was the granddaughter of a preacher, and you know, they were very closed-minded. You know, we had an uncle that was gay back then. He used to wear aprons and act like a female, but they sent him to a mental institute. Like, that's the type of shit she grew up around. My sister, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get along, but you know, I don't really discuss my sex life, personal life with her. She don't know anybody I ever dated. She never knew. If she did, she probably heard from a bitch in the street. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I know about the people she's dated, but she's never met nor never knew anybody I dated. And that's because it's uncomfortable. So I keep that aspect of my life away from her. I keep it away from my brother too, but I knew at some point in time he was going to have to know. So I came out to my little brother when he was like 13 years old. I said, I'm gay. He said, you are? I said, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay. And I said, that's all you got to say? And he was like, well, I mean, you're gay. What more do you want me to say? So I was like, well, you're not going to get mad. You're not going to cry. You're not going to scream. And then it's like he took a pillow and did me like this. Why would I do that because you're gay? You're still my brother. And that really touched me. And it made me feel some type of way because I was like, you know, the younger, you know, the people that you really expect to really go in on you are the ones that really don't. And you know, for him to be so young, to be that open-minded, that really meant a lot to me, that he really could look over my sexuality and who I decide to bring into my bedroom, because not too many people can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, family members sometimes make your life choices or your life decisions or your life paths, because this wasn't a decision for me. I didn't wake up one morning and say, okay, bitch, I'm finna be gay. You know what I'm saying? If I could choose anything, I wouldn't be that. Just because of the scrutiny that I have to face every single day. Number one, I'm black, and number two, I'm gay. Putting both of them damn prejudice, both of those two things together is already, you know, a recipe for disaster in the social world, because you already a black gay, you already black, young black man, and you gay. You know, two things that is looked down upon a lot in this day and age. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not really saying that just because you black people look down on you, but you know what it is. Gay people are minorities. Black people are minorities. So that's just, you know, that just seals the deal right there. And he wrote an essay about me. And he said that the person that I look up to is my brother, because I can talk to him about anything without him judging me. I can do such and such. I didn't never read the essay. I never seen it. My mother told me about it, and my mother told me some of the things that he said in it, and I was taken aback because I honestly felt like I am the wrong person to look up to. I feel like I haven't done enough to be a good example to him. I haven't done enough to be a positive example to him. Like, I don't know what the fuck Scotty could be a positive example for anyone. I couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that touched me all the way when I heard that. And he even said that he told me to my face that he looked up to me. And I was like, you should never want to be like me. And he was like, why not? I said, you just should. And I honestly feel like he never should look up to me. Like, what is he thinking? Like my little brother looking up to me. Like, what the fuck is he thinking to me looking up to a motherfucker like me? You know what I'm saying? Why would he look up to me? My life ain't together. I'm not the picture perfect role model. You know what I'm saying? I don't even try to be. I'm just a realist. And at the end of the day, I don't want my brother to go down the same road that I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now rebuilding my life and getting out there on my own. I spent a lot of my life listening to what other people had to say and let what other people thought dictate the way I perceive things and perceive life itself. That's the problem that I've always had, and I never want my brother to go through the same things that I did. Like, I always found myself unfocused. I started off as a student that made straight A's all across the board. But when I got into middle school and high school, when I got to dealing with the school bullying and people talking about me every day, I lost my focus. You know, when I let bullshit, when I let my mind be clouded with unnecessary ass bullshit, I tend to lose focus on what's really important. And my grades dipped. You know what I'm saying? They dipped and they never recovered. Because my mind was on unnecessary shit. Like, there was a lot that I was dealing with and I couldn't focus. I knew I could do the work. You know what I'm saying? But I really just did enough to get by just to say I passed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I was dumb as hell. Because like I said, I started off as a student that was on a principal list every damn 9 weeks or on an honor roll or whatever. I was a student with honors at some point, getting certificates, getting all those little awards and trophies and shit. But then as I got older, you could never see me with no shit like that because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And then I graduated high school. I went to college, and I said I'm gonna start off with a clean slate. I went to college, started off great, got in a relationship. All this turmoil that I was dealing with at the time, with coming out and everything like that, my grades took another dip again to the point where I just dropped out of college and never returned. So then, you know what I'm saying, I was back to square one. What do I want to do? I decided that school just wasn't for me. College just wasn't for me. And it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to see my mom and my sister graduate 2 weeks in a row. This past, you know, my mother graduated last weekend. My sister graduated the weekend before that. My mother got her master's this past weekend. My sister got her bachelor's in sociology. And, you know, I was going to school for journalism and mass communications. And that was something that I was really excited about, and that's something that I had really wanted to do, but I let my mind and the bullshit that I was going through stop me from doing what I was supposed to do, and that's doing my work and getting to where I need to be and getting my college degree. And I don't have a college degree. Sometimes I feel like that's a part of me that's empty, but at the same time, you know, I made that decision to drop out of college and not come back. I made that decision because I felt like I wasn't good enough. That's where the confidence level comes in at. Like, I have very low confidence in myself a lot. Like, even with my videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because, you know, I see people like Justin that I started before, and he bypassed me, and I'd be like, damn, what the fuck am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I started before him. Like, I had a 2-year head start before him, and what the fuck am I doing wrong? What the fuck is he doing that I'm not doing? They got everybody flocking to him. And he always used to tell me, boy, if you don't stop with that bullshit. I said, child, please, I'm the flop. Your ass is on. Your ass is popular. You know what I'm saying? You got fans out the ass that's gonna be down for your ass. Like, if I told him once before, I said, you know that meet and greet that you did in Atlanta, I could never put no shit like that off. Ain't nobody trying to pay no money to come and see me. You know what I'm saying? If I ever just announced and said, okay, Team Scotty, I'm gonna be in Atlanta, I'm gonna be at such and such restaurant, I don't Venmo believe that I would have had the same turnout as Justin in anything. If I would, just let me know, but I just don't believe it. But that's because I don't believe the hype within myself. When everybody sees the good in me, I don't never see it. So I think that's where it comes from. Like, when people talk about how much they love me on YouTube, I really can't believe it. When people write me on Facebook and Twitter, it be so overwhelming because I can't believe that somebody out there loves me and appreciate what I do, because I never feel appreciated. I've never felt appreciated before in my life. So to have a complete stranger appreciate what the fuck I'm doing, it does something to me. So to see my little brother appreciate me, and I haven't even accomplished enough in my life for him to look up to me, that's something to me. But I will push him to do better than me. That's what I want him to do. I make sure he goes to school. I make sure he does his homework. I make sure he don't be in them fucked up ass crowds. I make sure that he does the right thing. Because I want him to graduate high school. And I want him to get his college degree. I want him to do the things that I didn't get to do. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like I'm not the best person for him to look up to. I'm not the best role model. But it got to be something about me that makes my brother say, I look up to him. I want to be like him. But I don't want him to be like me. I want him to be better than me. And that's all I had to say, y'all. So how do y'all feel about this? Leave your comments below. And I'm out of here, you guys. To my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, I'm out. Peace.